Colin, maybe just take us through tonight's effort and what resulted in the 5-4 final that we saw today.
Yeah, I thought overall we generated some offense. I think if we liked our start, we were a little sleepy at the end of the first, second period. We had some looks. It was actually relatively even as far as looks for and against. They had the puck more than us, so that was our message of trying to skate and work a little bit to get it back. And I thought in the third period we responded well and end up being scoring one less than them. I think from a perspective of we're looking at prospects or next generation. What I saw a team last year score a goal in 3 games in Penticton. I saw a team score 9 in 2 games, and I think that's something that is probably the hardest thing in hockey to teach is offense and then finishing. So to do that, that's something that we're all real excited about.
Was it a little bit more disappointing with, like you said, a little sleepy at the end of the first to kind of, I don't want to say waste, but just the night that Nathan Day had to start the game? I mean, he had to come up pretty big. Is that a little bit more disappointing just to see the effort kind of go the way it did?
Yeah, we talked about that after the first period about some of the things that we did well, and we thought that we controlled the first until the 10-minute mark. And we had a long, extended. I think they changed 3 times. We had a long, extended shift. And generally, what happens is 3 things. One, it's in the back of your net. You're going to center ice. 2, you're taking a penalty. Or 3, goaltenders making a big save, right, to stop that amount of pressure, and there was a big save, right, and then there was a breakaway save as well. So awesome for the young man to keep us in the game, and we rewarded that, right, and we pointed that out in the period, and sometimes it gives the guys legs and sometimes it doesn't, right. So didn't love our getting the puck back, right, getting closing and being physical and having good sticks in the second period, getting pucks back, and our guys felt that. I think the positive part is that there wasn't too many looks there back and forth, but the reality is it didn't feel like that. It felt like they had the puck a lot from and they did. I think goaltender did his job, and I think that's what he's supposed to do. And let's believe there's other times that maybe they're having nights that they'd like to have back, and our forward group and our D group are maybe putting a few behind their guy more than they would have liked as well. So I thought there's definitely some good things to learn from, that's for sure, and that'd be one of them.
We just chatted with Tommy Lafreniere, and he was just talking about his only focus was to play the right way, make sure he was on the right side of the puck. Of course, he gets rewarded in a big way, not once but twice. Maybe just talk about the player that the Oilers have drafted here in the 3rd round.
Yeah, obviously he's young, and it's his first experience of this kind of stuff, and so I was glad to see him get rewarded and finish on a few chances. So he's been a nice young man. He's been a little bit nervous, and but we're trying to give him a few triggers on when to look for an extra play or when to hang on to it, and maybe when to be a little more conservative. And I think tonight he made those reads, and based on what the other team is doing, and we don't know what their team's going to do. We're just trying to give him some tools and some confidence on when to make those decisions. And he found himself in just a couple pretty good areas, and really happy for the young man, especially in a real NHL building, right? I mean that's a memory and a moment that no one's ever going to take away from him.
I don't know if you know, but Josh Szymanski had a little bit of a fall to begin warm up going out. I don't know. Do you know about that, Colin?
You know what? I didn't see it,
Okay.
but Josh he's got a really great sense of humor, and I saw him and after the warm up, and he was getting his skate blade done. He goes, and he was making fun of himself that I thought somebody put the plastic tape on my. So he goes, I went down hard, and he was laughing about it. He wasn't stressed and pressured up. So I think that's a real important moment for to be able to laugh at yourself, right, and then refocus and get back after it. So it was nice to see him put one in the back of the net as well.